You can't talk to people anymore without calculating. Every conversation feels like a high-stakes test. Every compliment sounds like a bribe. Every silence feels like a weapon. That's not you getting smarter. That's a digital overdose of dark psychology. 6 million people watch this content every month. They think they're gaining forbidden knowledge. In reality, they're becoming socially disabled. I know because I lived it. I force-fed my brain 47 dark psychology videos in a single week. Over 8 hours of this stuff. No skipping, no background play. By day 3, I wasn't listening to people. I was analyzing their pupils, their posture, their micropauses. By day 7, I couldn't recognize genuine kindness if it hit me in the face. My instincts were gone. That's the cost they never warn you about. It targets two people, the one who feels powerless and the one who thinks they're too smart to be fooled. Both fall for the same trap. Every video follows the same pattern. Promise a secret, teach a tactic, show a short-term win. But they never show you the 6-month follow-up. I searched all 47 videos for a single case study, one person who used these tactics to build a real career or a lasting marriage. Zero. Because if these tactics actually worked, you'd stop watching. Your confusion is the product. The algorithm needs you suspicious because suspicious people keep scrolling. And the more you watch, the more normal social behavior starts to feel wrong. You start thinking connection requires control, that warmth is weakness, that honesty is naive. That's how the lock closes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this content feels powerful at first and why it quietly dismantles your instincts. Let's break the illusion. Take mirroring. They say it builds instant rapport. Copy their posture, repeat their phrases. Here is the truth. Mirroring only works when trust already exists. That is why therapists use it, slowly, ethically, over weeks. When a stranger mirrors you without a foundation, your brain doesn't think, I like this person. It thinks, why is this person acting like a malfunctioning robot? It's not influential, it's unsettling. Next, strategic silence. They call it dominance. Go quiet, hold eye contact, let the other person crack. And yes, they might crack, they might fill the silence. Your brain gets a hit of dopamine, the same chemical you get from a gambling win. But dopamine doesn't measure quality, it measures surprise. Pressure isn't respect, it's discomfort. 2 weeks later, that same person is avoiding your calls. They stop sharing information. They leave you out of decisions. You didn't gain authority. You just became too expensive to engage with. Then there's cold reading. You have untapped potential. You've been hurt before. You're more perceptive than most. It feels accurate. It isn't. This was proven decades ago. It's the Barnum Effect, vague statements that people project personal meaning onto. Horoscopes use it, psychics use it, so do dark psychology channels. But here is where it turns on you. You don't just apply tactics outward, you start applying them inward, monitoring your tone, your posture, your pauses. Here's the part that broke me. I spent so much time monitoring my own tone, my posture, my pauses, that I stopped noticing what anyone else was actually saying. I thought I was leveling up. I was just buffering. Your attention collapses inward. This is cognitive overload. You think you're playing chess, you're actually reacting to shadows in your own head. And it's addictive. If you felt that, if your social battery is dying because you're calculating too much, stop. Comment the word calculating right now, because when tactics fail, the content doesn't tell you to stop, it tells you the other person was resistant, too high value, so you escalate. More tactics, more suspicion, less trust. That's not power, that's dependency. Here's the reversal most people never see. The people most immune to dark psychology aren't naive, they're socially skilled. And the people most vulnerable? The ones who think they're too smart to be manipulated. Test yourself. When someone is genuinely kind, no agenda, just warmth, what's your first thought? If it's, what do they want? You've been trained, not by psychology, but by content. That's not intelligence, That's hypervigilance, and hypervigilance makes you predictable. Real predators don't need tactics. They wait for someone already isolated, already suspicious, already defensive. Then they offer a framework, a shared enemy, and you follow. Here's what pulled me out. Not a system, just 3 things that helped. First, I stopped hinting at what I wanted, started just saying it. Felt exposed for a week, like I was giving up leverage. Then people stopped having to guess, and conversations got easier. Second, I started doing what I said I'd do. Sounds basic, but when you're used to tactical unpredictability, being boring and reliable feels like giving up power. It's not. It's just trustworthy. Third, I stopped trying to control how conversations felt. Just sat with awkward silences, let people be annoyed. Didn't try to fix it with a tactic. Turns out people relax when you stop performing. Every dark psychology video you watched wasn't teaching you to control others, it was teaching you to distrust yourself. If you commented earlier, scroll back and add one more word: uninstalling. That's the moment your instincts start coming back. If this reframed how you see dark psychology, subscribe. This is Contrarian psychology, where I deconstruct the traps your feed keeps setting. If popular psychology advice is viral, it's probably backwards. That's the pattern.